Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today is the day. Evil Heroes Chronomaly, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, it's something that works. So before jumping right into it guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here of course with Trey, and you know I have a passion for the other skill, the one that no one is using, so divine artifacts. And the only thing actually I'm not 100% happy about it is that just once per turn, but still the fact that I'm not locked into number exceeds monster makes me so happy. He also adds this to the extra deck, but I never used it. I mean, there's no chance. But this is how easy and simple the deck looks like. So we're keeping two things. We're keeping the multiple summon, the double normal summon, thanks to the Chronomaly Temple Trilithon. Just one copy is enough because of course you can just search it with Nebradisk. Here a choice was made. No school. What's the name? School. Well, we can just write Chrono, and I'm gonna show you right in a minute. No crystal bones, right? No crystal bones because in this version you might need that extra monster to the graveyard with crystal school. So what's the plan about this? So the highest potential of this deck is having a double negation that can be provided by 2 V mana or by 1 V mana and 1 Gagani Guardian. That, to be honest, I prefer to have 1 and 1 because, for example, V mana can negate everything, that's true, but for example, if your opponent has a couple of effects that activates in chain and you can't respond to them, if you do not have a Gagani Guardian that can target the monster on the field, you could be not able to negate that. And that's why I love it. So also the double normal summon opens the scenario to plays like Nightmare Phoenix to pop another back row. That's why it is here. And the Chronomaly Shatohoyak is here for the reason because, of course, combined with Dark Gaia, most of the times it can mean lethal. Because keep in mind that Dark Gaia, this dude, can just flip up in actually change the battle position of all your opponent's monster in attack when he's attacking. When this card declares an attack, you can change all defense position monster your opponent controls to attack. That's why it is good. And you can have an insane attack. The highest you can reach though is this 1800 plus 2100, so you can reach a total of 3900, so close to lethal though. And I wanted to play another rock monster that had a little bit more attack, but I guess there's nothing to play here that has more than 2k. Like 1900 would have been perfect, but there's no one here that has 1900 unfortunately, so we have to keep it this way. The only staple I'm playing is Forbidden Lands, just because it's full of backrows right there. We don't care about monsters effect, so we don't need the Book of Moon or the Forbidden Chalice because we have so many negation right here. And with this, like, Evil Heroes is just at this point an engine, like a package of cards that you can play into this because they all, actually most of them are rocks, you can just fit in. And because of Dark Colin fusing from the graveyard, you do not have to care about anything. You can just go into your XC summon or your Link summon and then use Dark Colin to fuse the dusted gold you just discarded from your hand to grab Dark Colin and the rock monster that 90% of the time is gonna be your Crystal Skull because is the one that you discard to grab another monster to your hand, and he's in the graveyard, you don't need it, and that's why it is there, thus actually opening you to have a 3k Dark Gaia ready to attack and actually putting in attack position all monsters your opponent controls. This deck is so freaking consistent you can't even imagine. I ranked it up from Legend Rank 2 to 3. Unfortunately, if you saw the live streaming yesterday, I'm back to Legend Rank 1 because I tried some crazy stuff, but that didn't work. So, but it is what it is. And stay tuned for the replays. I think we have like 3 Arcists out of 4 duels, because of course there were so many Arcists, but that is not an issue to this deck. Also, last thing guys, because of Evil Heroes being just a package of 5 cards, it's true that if you draw Dark Colin without this, it's kind of a brick, because if you have these and no Dusted Gold, you actually can't do nothing, right? But the package is so little, so tiny, that really it doesn't mind the consistency of the deck. And we can jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay against Playmaker, interrupting a rank up. Let's see what we have. So it's him to go first, but this deck, actually thanks to the Evil Hero package, it can go second as well. But of course this deck loves to go first because of all the negation we can actually put up. So I think it kind of bricked. So we had a Knot to begin with, just to have a contest to Vimana without doing nothing. I decided to go with this and having the Vimana instead of having a monster plus the Gaia, because I was sure I couldn't actually finish him, right? So he has Arcist, of course. It was not a surprise, but we know that actually that he's not going with this. I mean, even if we went Vimana, but he has no other Arcus monster in the graveyard, so he can't do nothing else, I guess. And we had Nebra Disc. At this point, we can do so much stuff, because we can just grab Crystal Skull. It's gonna be the guy to banish, and then Moai. Look at this, Divine Artifacts to make it level 5, Special Summon, Xyz Summon, another Vimana is coming, but are we done yet? No, we're not. Dark Colin to banish the remaining monster in my graveyard. Dark Gaia is here, and now that we attack, we just put everything in attack position, and we can just go for little so easily, my boys. That's how you do it. There you go. This was my 3rd win in a row, and let's see what we have. Not the perfect hands, actually not the one you with lower attack, with the lowest attack of the rock monsters, so it makes actually Dark Gaia only having 2400, but still has got Orcust. Nice idea of playing the level 1 to be able to go with the Link Rebo. That is a very nice idea. So you could go as you can see with Galatea, and having this full combo, we can just speed things up, return to draw a couple of cards, of course, as always. Then the Skeleton to bring back the Galatea. I see someone into Dingirsu, and then a couple of back rows. We draw another Knot. Not the best thing, but still not that bad, because now we can just use Knot's effect to summon the other one, Xyz Summon into Gagani Guardian. Now we're chilling, and he's got the Bottomless Trouble. I don't care, we can just use a Lens. But first, I decided to use the effect of Gagani Guardian, because I wanted to... I was afraid this was another back row, so I want him to use this in the desperate attempt to negate my Gagani Guardian, but he didn't respond to that. So we have an Orcus now that cannot protect from destruction with 0 attack. That's why Gagani Guardian is so good against Dingirsu. But we're not done yet, because now thanks to Gagani Guardian, we already have the material in the graveyard. Keep in mind that this with Vimana wouldn't have happened, because we would not have had anything to negate, right? So because Vimana responds to a monster's effect activation, while these can just target a monster on the field. So Dark Colin is here. We can just go with the Dark Colin. Unfortunately, the Dark Gaia is not that big. That's the only thing. But he just scooped, because at this point he can't do nothing. He can't protect his back rows. I still another. He can't do nothing, and I have another negation during my turn. So even if he summons another Dingirsu next turn, I can just negate it with Gagani Guardian and can't send anything to the graveyard. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. This was my 4th win in a row, rank up. As I told you, this made me reach Legend Rank 3 pretty easily, to be honest. Even if I faced, I think, like 2 or 3 Arcus in a row. And this was instead Dark Magician, if I'm not wrong. Yep, it's Magician's Magic. And pretty easily started with a pretty straightforward Dark cavalry to begin with. Ayatemaeus, he's got a couple of negation, and here guys I misplayed. I could have done it differently, but still I managed, after I misplay, I managed to trick him and do it. So Nebratex to begin with. At this point, what we have to set up, the ideal play should be to set up a couple of summons and actually target him with the monster like Chateau Hoyak, for example, and then instead and having the Vimana already on the field, in order to target him, he tries to negate and we negate with the Vimana his negation. That's the plan, right? The best thing right here should have to probably go with an additional normal summon or something like that, but look at this, we went with Crystal Skull to grab another Moai, so we're setting now the play with a couple of Vimana, a couple of level 5 to go into Vimana, right? Then I used Vimana to increase my attack, and he actually negated. He went with the negation with Dark Cavalry, but the issue is that he can do this another time, again, right? So that was the issue for me. I still have enough attack. I still do not have enough attack, so I had to use Forbidden Lance, and I couldn't use Forbidden Lance during the damage step because you could have just negated that, you know? So at this point he went with the Apprentice, and it was a luck for me not to attack, because even if I went through it, he could have just used Apprentice to boost his Dark Cavalry up, and I would have actually, I probably would have lost. So in the end it was the best move. Yes, Dark Magician is ready now. He can just go with the skill to grab the secrets of Dark Magic again, and he just attacked. At this point, battle phase, I went with Forbidden Lance, right? To lower its attack, and then I used the effect to put up my attack. He didn't negate because he was sure and said, I have Apprentice, I'm chilling, but what he forgot is that I can negate the Apprentice. So I just negated the Apprentice, Vimana does not target, so no boost, and it just blows straight away. In fact, he scoops. And that was my rank up. Of course, even without the Evil Hero package, now Chronomaly are really a solid deck, and I love it. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. And to end this, interrupting a rank up, this was Arcust Gandora, I think. And this is kind of a break hand, my boys. Really a break hand. I went with Nebratesk. I mean, at least we have everything, because we can just go with Moai using the skill to make both level 5. So I guess in the end we should be chilling, like, because we have a negation and triple protection from back rows. But probably if it's Gandora, these are gonna be useless, right? So he has the recycler to begin with, negate straight away. I'm not gonna let him have a couple of monsters on the field. Determination to fight, as you can see, to grab a Gandora, and he's got in the end phase Vimana. I have to get another monster back to my thing. Vimana to grab another guy. I just kept my knot in the hand, just to wait for the next turn to have another monster. He just sat a monster. Apparently he has bricked, right? I guess, I mean, it's not bricked, just because we stopped Vimana. There you go, a dusted gold. So now to finish him, this was the best pick, because we just use a lance to free the slot. Dark Colin, unfortunately, this is not the biggest one, but still, look at how important this Dark Gaia was, because he had a silver gadget to that actually would have let him thin the deck, because this guy can special summon a gold gadget, and gold gadget can summon another guy. So this thing would have been going on for so long that this was just a blessing. Dark Gaia attacking the silver gadget with Forbidden Lance to have exact lethal. Look at how Dark Gaia finishes games so quickly. You definitely need it, and this was really a blessing. That was all, guys, for the replays. I do not have more replays, just because I didn't have time to make them, but I think that sooner or later I'm gonna play this in stream, because this is just so fun and it's so good, to be honest. totally king worthy, guys, if you're asking me. Even now, I mean, even if it's not off of the month, so good that I totally recommend it. So guys, that was all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.